Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. I don't know if I'm going to get another video in this week. I do have physical therapy again on Thursday, but I also have the funeral on Friday, so I'm not sure where I'll be emotionally or whatever else is going on that day. I'm just in awe and grateful for a lot of things. I've mentioned it before that I did a healing technique that was releasing the impediment of beingness. And I did that specifically with my mom probably about a month ago, and how incredible it was, the results from it. See, I always wanted to tell my mom that I loved her, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't know why, what was in the way of that. And when I came out of anesthesia for my surgery, I was like, oh my gosh, where's my mom? I need to tell her I love her, while I still feel like I'm just in this la la love land. And so it's one of the few times after my surgery when I was able to tell her that I love her. And I was really frustrated because I didn't know my mom had cancer, but I knew that my mom probably wasn't going to live a lot longer. And one of the things that I really wanted was to be able to express my love to her before she passed away. That was like one of my big pleas in life, was please help me to be able to do that. So I was able to release that impeding of beingness that my mom's energy had on me. And I think it has something to do with broadcast signals, which I'll talk about in a second. But I was able to walk up to my mom and hug her and tell her I loved her. And she kind of paused, like totally shocked. And then she said she loved me too. And then a couple days later, I told her I love her, and she said I love you too. And my initial thought was, no, you don't. And then a tool popped into my head about interesting point of view. I have this point of view that's an access consciousness tool, and I realized, who am I to judge whether or not she means it when she says it? Just, that's what it was. So I released all that energy of my judging her as not being honest with me in saying that. And after that, it was super easy to say I love you, and she said I love you back, and it felt easy. And right after that was when my mom got put in the hospital, which was 3 weeks ago. And every phone call, multiple times a day, no matter when I called her, if I got to visit her, every conversation always ended with I love you. Even the one a week ago, the very last time I got to talk to my mom, we said I love you. There was one of those calls during that 2 weeks she was in the hospital where she said it first. Guys, don't hold back. If you find that for some reason, even though you want so badly to express that love to somebody and you can't, find the healing tools that are necessary to release that energy so you can totally be who you are meant to be and express that love, because you never know when it's the last time. You never know. You never know if somebody that you love is going to walk out the door and be in a car accident. You never know if you're going to be the one that passes. Like, we never know. I did know the day my mom passed that she would either pass that day or the next, because she got that bad. But had I not been in that place of expressing love before then, it would have felt very different. And it would have felt forced. But we did it before she went in the hospital, which was very helpful and healing. And just, guys, check in. If you have somewhere where you're not being able to express that love that you feel, find the energies, clear the energies. So let's talk a bit about broadcast messages. Some people experience them as foghorns coming off of other people. Some people see words, signs up there. So an experience somebody else shared with me is they saw somebody being picked on at a party, and they had a sign over their energetic sign over their head that said, "Make fun of me." And so she actually kind of paid attention to her own, and she's like, everybody's saying these same kind of things to me. Do I have a sign over my head? And she found out that she did, and so she was able to clear it. And since clearing it, people haven't treated her that way. So sometimes we have these messages that our energy is sending out that says, you need to treat me a certain way. Or even if they're saying I love you, they may actually have another thing that overrides it, like don't believe what I have to say, or like, and it could be anything. It could be I'm not worthy, it could be misunderstand me, it could be make fun of me, it could be don't believe anything I have to say. I mean, like, the possibilities are endless, and so we have these energies that we're sending out, and if you become aware of them, it's really easy to clear. I mean, like, as simple as becoming aware that you have it and then releasing it and clearing it away. And I like to clear the very cause that created it as well, so that it doesn't like recreate. But it's pretty exciting to send those out, like, and you can even program others so that instead of misunderstanding me, it's like I'm understood, I am heard, I am respected. You can imprint some of these other more positive things that you want to experience that you haven't been experiencing. So I think that's my mom. Part of what was happening is her broadcast message was impeding my ability to be me. Because for me, expressing my love in words is really easy. For me, for most people, I tell all of my children that I love them. I tell a lot of my friends that I love them. I tell you guys that I love you. But I was not able to tell my mom that I loved her. And I think part of that was her own broadcast message that said things like, I'm not lovable, or some other kind of, I don't even know what all they were. I do know that she had some others that were interfering. And so, check, like, there's things that we can do to where we can be like, release their broadcast messages from affecting how we be. And that is a part of releasing their impediments on my beingness. That would be their broadcast messages. That's what we're saying. I'm releasing that. We're also releasing any like programs that they put on us. And all of this is happening on a subconscious level, energetic level. Most of these people don't even know that it's going on. Very few people know that it's happening. And so we can release those energies from affecting us, so we can show up as who we are. And we can also release the ones that we have that we're putting on other people, so that we can show up as who we are, and those people receive us as who we are and respond in kind. So lots of things that you can do, and especially anywhere that's keeping you from expressing who you are, especially the love that you are. Make sure you're clearing those out. And if you are interested in help, send me a message somehow, and I can help you clear out some of that energy myself. I would love to talk to you about what the possibilities are of working with me to clear that energy out. But whether you work with me or somebody else, that's okay, as long as you clear out whatever is in the way of you being the beautiful, amazing, loving person that you were. So that's kind of my message for you guys today. I may tune in later this week, and it may be next week before I tune in again. I love you guys so much. Seriously, so much. I want you to know that. I want you to know how grateful I am for your support at this time, the loving vibration energies that you guys have been sending me, prayers, all of that. I feel it. I feel everybody's support and love right now. It's incredible. And I want to say thank you to you guys for that, and that I love you guys. And remember, everybody, to let your light shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. And I'll see you guys next time.